Hello students, my name is Lohit Jindal and I'm master teacher here at Vedantu. So guys, I welcome you all in our next session of NSCJS series. Okay, so our next topic is heights and distances. So it's basically in continuance with the trigonometry thing, right? So again, today we'll be seeing most of the previous year questions that have come from this chapter, heights and distances, and some question might be that are likely to come in NSCJS or the questions which are of the same level, right? So like every time, I'll ask you guys to, keep your pens and copies, notebooks ready so that you can solve the questions alongside me. So, or better रहेगा अगर आप वीडियो को pause कर लोगे. Okay, see the question, attempt it yourself first and then see the solution, right? I would suggest that way would be better for you guys too, so that you learn better, right? So guys, without wasting any time, let's start this session, okay? All right, let's see our first question of the day. Okay, so this question is guys from NSCJS 2016. Okay, NSCJS 2016 का question है. So what does the question say? Let's read it out. Two friends A and B watched a car from the top of their buildings. So I'll tell you why I am emphasizing on this thing. English जो लिखी हुई है वो बहुत important है. Understanding the question is of the utmost importance, right? From the top of their buildings, respective buildings of course, right? A अपनी building से देख रहा है, B अपनी building से देख रहा है. Now, angle of depression for A was 10 degrees more than the angle of depression for B, right? अगर A का angle of depression is 10 degrees more than the angle of depression for B, then there are different conditions that are given to us in the options. A's apartment is taller than B's apartment, or B's apartment is taller than A's apartment. Those are first two options. C option is that both the apartments have the same height, and D option is that we cannot compare the heights of the two apartments. So guys, the actually correct answer for this question would be, I think you must have guessed it or thought of it, that answer will be actually D. I know many of the students might think that the answer would be A option, right? Since it is given that the angle of depression of A is 10 degrees more than the angle of depression for B. Okay, तो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ, A answer would be correct if they are at the similar distance from the car, ये चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. लेट मी शो यू. लेट्स से द कार इज हियर, ठीक है. ए यहां बी यहां से देख रहे हैं. दिस इज द पोजीशन ऑफ बी, सो दिस इज द एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन फॉर बी, ठीक है. अब अगर बी इसके भी ऊपर होगा, राइट, सो लेट्स से दिस डिस्टेंस इज सम बी. नाउ अगर ए की हाइट इससे बी से ज्यादा होगी तो आपने सोचा होगा इसका एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन ज्यादा होगा, ये वाला एंगल, राइट? दैट्स more than the angle of depression for A, B, right? तो आप बोलोगे आंसर तो A होना चाहिए. But there is one assumption that you are making in this case, कि आप ये मान के चल रहे हो कि दोनों या तो सेम बिल्डिंग के अंदर है, right? On different floors, but they are in the same building. And question के अंदर कहीं नहीं लिखा है that they are watching from the same building, right? तो ये एक important minute detail है जो आप मिस कर सकते हो नहीं तो एग्जाम के अंदर. It's very specifically written. They have watched the car from the top of their building. So अपने को पता ही नहीं है दोनों की बिल्डिंग कहाँ पे है, right? Even it could be कि B is at the higher level and still his angle of depression is more than A. ऐसा भी हो सकता है ना? क्योंकि अगर B और पास में हुआ, I'll show you another example. So let's say here is the car, okay? So let's say B is here और A यहाँ पे, okay, like this, or you can say sorry, this is A, this is B. Now see, दोनों का height almost same है ना? दोनों का height almost same है, but angle of depression is much higher for A compared to B. उससे ज्यादा है वो, right? So it is dependent upon what is the distance of the respective buildings from the car. Horizontal distance अपने को पता नहीं है, right? So actually we have insufficient information to comment on that either A's apartment is taller or B's apartment is taller. So हम नहीं कर सकते, उसके ऊपर comment नहीं कर सकते unless we have the distances of their buildings from the car, right? I think you have understood now कि वो distance भी चाहिए, सिर्फ angle के साथ हम नहीं बता सकते हैं किसकी building की height ज़्यादा है, right? So the answer to this particular question will be D option, that is we cannot compare the heights of the two apartments, right? I hope this question is clear. एंड थिंक अबाउट इट. अगर एनएससीजीएस में क्वेश्चन आया होगा कितना इजी होगा ना, क्वेश्चन पढ़ते ही आपको पता है आंसर, यू डोंट इवन हैव टू सॉल्व एनीथिंग. जस्ट आपने अगर क्वेश्चन सही से कॉम्प्रीहेंड किया, इफ यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन प्रॉपर्ली, यू विल बी एबल टू आंसर इट स्ट्रेट अवे. ठीक है, तो आपका बहुत टाइम सेव होगा ऐसे क्वेश्चन में, विच विल यू कैन यूटिलाइज टू सॉल्व सम अदर क्वेश्चन, राइट, डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन. ओके, ऑलराइट गाइस, तो आई होप दिस थिंग इज क्लियर. आगे बढ़ते हैं. So we can cross check the answer. The answer is D, right? So you can see the solution basically. The point is that is dependent upon the horizontal distance, right? So the heights are dependent upon the horizontal distance, not only the angle, right? Okay guys, so आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next question. Now this is NACJS 2019 previous year question. Okay, 2019 का question है. So now let's read the question carefully guys. इसके अंदर ना डायग्राम बनाना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. In heights and distances, it's very important that you draw the diagram very properly. एक बार डायग्राम आपने सही से बना लिया, you'll be easily be able to solve the answer, because after that it is just about the trigonometric ratios. आपको बस ratios लिखने हैं for the unknown things and you'll be able to eliminate the unknown quantity. Right? Let's understand this now. An observer standing on the top of a tower finds that the angle of elevation of a red bulb on the top of a lighthouse, another thing, ठीक है, वो टावर के ऊपर खड़ा है ना ऑब्जर्वर, लेकिन वो देख क्या रहा है, रेड बल्ब ऑन द टॉप ऑफ द लाइट हाउस, राइट, ऑफ हाइट कैपिटल H, एंड दैट एंगल इज अल्फा. एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन इज अल्फा. Now furthermore he finds that the angle of depression of reflection of the bulb in the ocean is beta. What is the height of the tower? टावर का हाइट ढूंढना जिसके ऊपर से ऑब्जर्वर देख रहा है, राइट. सो लेट्स ड्रॉ द डायग्राम फर्स्ट. ओके, सी गाइस. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गाइस, लेट्स से दिस इज द हाइट ऑफ द टावर. ठीक है, नाउ फ्रॉम द टॉप ऑफ द टावर ही इज वॉचिंग द बल्ब, रेड बल्ब. ठीक है, तो ये ड्रॉ कर देते हैं. सो इज वॉचिंग लाइक दिस. ठीक है गाइस, एंड द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ द टावर, reflection of the bulb in the ocean. So that will be something like this. Okay, so guys let's see. So what does this imply guys? यहाँ पे observer है. So observer is here. So this angle is alpha, right? This is the ocean. Ocean यहाँ पे. So this is the height capital H first of all, right? The height of the lighthouse, right? That is capital H. अब ये angle alpha है. Now we have to find the small h. That is the height of the tower from which he is observing, right? And guys, this angle is beta, right? This angle is beta, angle of depression. Now guys, one thing we have to understand, if this is height h, तो reflection of the bulb in the ocean, right? This is the ocean level, तो उसके अंदर equal depth पे दिखेगा. So this is also h, right? You have to understand this thing, that this length is also h. So guys, अब हमें क्या करना है, हमें दो ट्राइंगल्स दिख रहे हैं सीधा सीधा राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल्स. वन इज दिस एंगल, राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल, एंड अदर इज द इन्वर्टेड वन. ठीक है, अब फाइंड क्या करना है, इस पे अपना माइंड फोकस रखना है. वी हैव टू फाइंड h. Now I can write this h as the same as this height, right? वो तो rectangle बन रहा है क्योंकि वो, right? So this is h, so this is also h, right? So guys, the height above it, वो कितना बचेगा, ये height कितना होगा, from this point to this point, this will be capital H minus small h, right? So the triangle जो ऊपर दिख रहा है मुझे, that is उसकी height कितनी है, h minus h, and let's say this length be x, so this will also be x. Okay, so लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. So the horizontal distance is let's say x. Now guys, मुझे ये देखना है, I know the value of alpha, right? Unknown क्या क्या है यहाँ पे, पहले वो एनालाइज करना है. So there are two unknowns, small h and x, और हमें फाइंड क्या करना है, h. So we have to eliminate x basically, right? So we will be making two equations also for that. So first equation guys, in this triangle, what will that be? What will be tan alpha? Okay, so let me write here. So tan alpha is h minus h upon x, right? So the side opposite to alpha upon the side adjacent to alpha other than the hypotenuse. So h minus h upon x. Now as similarly in the inverted triangle, so total height is how much? This total height from this point to the reflection, that will be h plus h, isn't it? ये height क्या हो जाएगी? h plus h, right? Again let's apply the trigonometric ratio connecting h plus h and x, that will be tan beta. So in the inverted triangle, what will be tan beta? Side opposite to beta, that is h plus h upon x. So guys, now very simple, मुझे eliminate करना है x, straightforward, right? I have to eliminate x, right? So what to do for it? क्या कर सकते हैं? ठीक है, क्या करना है? Very simple, just divide these two equations. आप ऐसा लिख सकते हो h plus h upon h minus h. Okay, x will be cancelled if you divide these two. Second equation divided by the first equation. मैं नाम लिख देता हूँ. This is second equation. This is the first equation. So what I am doing is two equation divided by the first equation. So h plus h upon h minus h will be equal to tan beta upon tan alpha. That's it. So guys, now you have to solve it, right? So solve it for small h in terms of capital H. Okay. So guys, one way to solve this thing is like, you know, applying cross multiplying and solving the equation. That's also completely fine. कोई problem नहीं है उसके अंदर. But what good way there is to solve this thing is componendo and dividendo. If you know this concept, you can apply componendo and dividendo in this, right, to solve it quickly. So what is componendo and dividendo? I'll write it as in the short form C and D. तो उसमें क्या होगा? Numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator. Okay, so listen to me carefully. In the numerator, what I am going to do is numerator. Okay, I want to find small h. तो एक better तरीका करते हैं. Let's, okay, so listen to me again carefully. What I'll do in the numerator is numerator minus denominator divided by numerator plus denominator. So componendo and dividendo है, but मैं उसका reciprocal कर रहा हूँ. Okay, so numerator minus denominator, that is h plus h minus h minus h divided by numerator plus denominator, right? I hope this thing is clear on the left hand side. Same चीज आप right hand side पे भी करोगे. Okay, तो एक काम करते हैं, let me write it in the next row, थोड़ा better दिखेगा. Okay, let me write it in the next row, थोड़ी space problem है. So I am applying C and D in the reverse order. So h plus h minus h divided by h plus h plus capital H minus h, right? So now on the right hand side it will be equal to tan beta minus tan alpha, numerator minus denominator, upon numerator tan beta plus denominator tan alpha, right? So बच्चों आप क्या observe करोगे? On the left hand side when you subtract it, capital H gets cancelled in the numerator, denominator में small h cancel हो जाएगा. So now that will come out to be 2 times small h. Let me write here 2 times small h upon 2 times capital H. So again as you are observing 2 cancel हो जाएगा. Okay, let me correct it. So 2 will get cancelled. So आपको h का वैल्यू क्या मिल रहा है यहाँ से? See here. So you'll just take this capital H on the left hand side. Okay, so your h value will be capital H times tan beta minus tan alpha divided by the sum of the two, tan beta plus tan alpha. Simple enough, right? So this expression is your answer. Okay, so capital H times tan beta minus tan alpha upon tan beta plus tan alpha. और अब आप ऑप्शन से देख सकते हो, so that corresponds to the option A, right? So guys, लग सकता है कि मुश्किल है, but actually you see just दो triangles के अंदर आपने tan alpha और tan beta लिखा है, and after that it's just about solving, and that you can do very fast, right? और उसके लिए भी आपको मैंने एक shortcut बताया, componendo and dividendo, that you can apply. So if you are well versed in it, आपको इतना ज़्यादा लिखना नहीं पड़ेगा actually, you can write it pretty directly after that. ठीक है ना? I hope this thing is clear. ठीक है, तो डायग्राम जैसा कि मैंने बताया गाइस, द ड्राइंग ऑफ द डायग्राम एक्यूरेटली इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, कि कौन सा ऑब्जेक्ट कहाँ पे है, कैसे है, एंड यू कैन मार्क द हाइट्स एंड लेंथ्स ऑन द डायग्राम इटसेल्फ, सो इट बिकम्स इजी. सो आप गलती नहीं करोगे, कम होगी. ठीक है, ऑलराइट, सो लेट्स कंफर्म अवर आंसर. So yes, the answer to this question is A option, right? As you can see, that is the answer, A option. So as you can see guys, ये मतलब diagram बनाना बहुत important step है, right? So be careful कि आप diagram अच्छे से बनाओ, right? So that's it. That is the solution. You can have a look at it later on. Alright guys, now let's move on to the next question. Okay, that is now the question of NSCJS 2019. Another previous year question. So back to back third previous year question है NSCJS 2019 का. Although this one is very easy. So देखते हैं. So if the height of a tower is given by the minimum of x plus 1 by x where x is greater than 0. So basically आपको height of the tower given है, but it's like through a small mini equation, right? आप ऐसा होता है ना, बड़ी गेम खेलते हो तो उसमें छोटे छोटे small mini games होते हैं कई बार. You have to perform some small mini game tasks तो गेम में आगे बढ़ते हो. तो this is kind of the same thing that has been created in this question. क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना है, क्वेश्चन तो हाइट्स एंड डिस्टेंसेस का है, बट उसमें एक छोटा सा पोर्शन डाल दिया that the height of the tower is given by the minimum of x plus 1 by x. तो पहले एक काम करते हैं, उसी को सॉल्व करते हैं, उसकी वैल्यू ढूंढते हैं हाइट ऑफ द टावर की. So for that guys, although you guys must know that a number plus its reciprocal is always greater than equal to 2, right? या फिर उसको प्रूव कैसे करते हैं? By using am greater than gm. am greater than gm. So if I'm applying am, arithmetic mean, on x and 1 plus x. So x plus 1 by x divided by 2, that is the am of the 2, greater than their gm, and their gm is x into 1 by x 1 by 2. Since x and 1 by x will cancel, 1 आ गया. You can take this 2 to the other side, you'll get x plus 1 by x is greater than equal to 2. So that is the height of the tower basically, right? तो अब आपके पास टावर की हाइट आ गई है, right? So let's draw the diagram also. Okay, and the angle is 45, so we'll have to make it accordingly. Okay, all right, so this is the diagram. So guys, height of the tower h is equal to 2, that is given to you, 2 units, right? So h is equal to 2, and we have to find the distance of the point of observation if the angle of elevation to its top is 45. So this angle is given to be 45 degrees, और आपको ये distance d ढूंढना है, right? So that is very specific and easy question actually. मतलब इसको बिना heights and distances के भी कर सकते हो. I'll tell you that how. Okay, but before, without doing heights and distances, with using heights and distances, let's say कैसे करना है. Method 1. So बच्चों tan 45 लिखते हैं. I have to find d, that is unknown, this is known. So connecting these two, what trigonometric ratio I can use is tangent, right? So tan 45 degrees is h upon d, which is 2 upon d. Now tan 45 कितना होता है? वो तो 1 होता है. We can put in the values and I'll get d equal to 2 units. So that will be your answer, B option. ठीक है? This is a straightforward question like this. NSCJS में अब देखो कितना easy question आया हुआ है, right? Like you can do it as more or less like orally कर सकते हो ऐसा question. ठीक है? Now what about the second method that I was telling you? वो बच्चे सीधा ये isosceles right triangle नहीं हो गया? See this, right angle triangle तो बन नहीं रहा है. This angle is 45, so this is also 45 degrees. तो if h and d तो equally होंगे ना, isosceles right triangle बन गया. So method 2 is realizing this thing. Okay, that is isosceles right triangle. So वहां से आप सीधा ही लिख सकते हो कि that d should be equal to h, which is 2 units. So straightforward answer है आपका. So guys, although मतलब you know maybe मैं ऐसा क्वेश्चन करवाता भी नहीं कभी YouTube के सेशन पे, but the thing is this is a previous year question इसलिए करवा रहे हैं. So I would say कि this is one of the most easiest question, right? आप मतलब ऐसे क्वेश्चन को पेपर में गलत करना अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते हो. You have to be careful that you don't get these kind of questions wrong, right? तो ध्यान रखना है, और ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पे आपको टाइम सेव करना है for the difficult questions, which will make a difference actually in you getting selected and not getting selected. ठीक है? तो ये चीज आपको समझनी है guys. मतलब time management is one of the very important aspect of cracking an exam, right? So you'll have to be careful. Okay, so that is the answer, B option. ठीक है, तो solution you can watch, see the solution. Okay, so that is the same thing that we have done. So the BC length, that is the horizontal distance, is going to be equal to the height h. Okay, all right. Now coming to the next question, guys. अगला question देखते हैं. So this is not a previous year question, but this is a good question that, like I said, you can expect to come in NSGS. ऐसा question आप expect कर सकते हो. So let's read the question first. An observer from point C on the ground views the top of the tower AB such that its distance from the tower, height of the tower, and distance between the top of the tower and point C, that is the hypotenuse basically, on the ground are in AP. Okay, so it's connected with the sequences and series thing, and then their sum is 12 also. Okay, so three things are in AP and their sum is 12. Okay, the tangent of the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from point C, that is our question. Okay, so guys, let's draw the diagram first. Okay, so guys, now let's say this angle is theta. We have to find tan theta. First of all, our question should be clear, right? Now guys, एक चीज का ध्यान रखना है. So C is the point, observer, tower is AB, that is right angle triangle. Now which three sides are in AP? आपको ये ऑब्जर्व करना है ध्यान से. सबसे पहले distance of the tower, मतलब BC. Let me write the sides which are in AP, right? BC, then height of the tower, that is AB, and then between the top of the tower, so that is AC, third side. These three lengths are in AP, right? तो बच्चों हमने AP में एक चीज पढ़ी हुई है sequences and series में, that if you have to assume some odd number of terms in an AP, तो आप कैसे लिखते हो? A minus D, A and A plus D, if there are three terms, right? अगर तीन terms होंगे, so then you will assume those three terms to be in the form of A minus D, A and A plus D, right? So because their sum is given, you will be able to find the middle term. उसका पर्पस ये होता है, right? So let's see guys, क्या करते हैं? I'll name them or number them, right? So सबसे पहले साइड कौन सी है? BC. So let me assume this is A minus D. This is A minus D. AB, then that is A, and A plus C is A plus D, right? I have labeled them. तो बच्चों अब उनका सम कितना है? 12 है. So let me apply that. A minus D plus A plus D, that is 12. So guys, यहाँ पे तो बहुत easy हो गया ना. D will cancel. Minus D and plus D will get cancelled. 3A is 12. So A will be 4. सबसे पहले आपको एक साइड ही मिल गई, that is 4. So let me write it another way. So this is 4. This is 4 minus D now. This is 4 plus D. So अभी एक ही unknown है. D is the only unknown, and if you find that D, you'll be able to find tan theta, right? And how do we connect these three things? Pythagoras theorem लगा सकते हैं. Right angle triangle है ना, वो तो हमने यूज ही नहीं किया. So they should satisfy that criteria. So 4 square plus 4 minus D square should be equal to 4 plus D square. Pythagoras theorem, right? So let's solve this. So it will be 16 plus 16 plus D square minus 8D equal to 16 plus D square plus 8D. So again, as you observe, D square will get cancelled. 1 16 भी cancel हो जाएगा. So you are left with 16D equal to 16. That is D is equal to 1. अब बच्चों जैसे D आपका 1 आ गया, now you will be able to find the sides, right? Just let me write down. Okay, now what will be the sides? 4 plus 1, this side is going to be 5, right? AB is going to be 4 already, वो हम ढूंढ चुके थे. ये कितना आएगा? 3 आ जाएगा. So basically the triangle is forming Pythagorean triplet 3, 4 and 5, right? So now you can write tan theta. So tan theta is going to be 4 upon 3, right? AB upon BC, that is 4 upon 3. So your answer would be option A according to that. ठीक है, तो आप देख सकते हो how did we work towards it, right? Although heights and distances का बहुत ज़्यादा रोल नहीं आएगा इसके अंदर, but yes, a bit of algebra so that you know. देखो, why I am saying that these kind of questions are more likely to come in NSCJS. इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन क्यों बोल रहा हूँ? You know, आप 2 या 3 डिफरेंट चैप्टर्स के कॉन्सेप्ट्स एक ही क्वेश्चन के अंदर यूज कर रहे हो। एंड सिंस दिस ईयर वो पैटर्न थोड़ा कम रहे, पिछले साल की तरह ही रहने वाला है, आईओ क्यूजेएस वाला रहेगा, सो उसके अंदर नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर डिक्रीज, सो दे विल ट्राई टू आस्क मल्टीपल कॉन्सेप्ट्स इन अ सिंगल क्वेश्चन, सो दैट आपको मल्टीपल चैप्टर्स की नॉलेज वो एक ही क्वेश्चन से चेक कर सके, राइट? डजंट मेक एनी सेंस, मेक सेंस अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट, ठीक है ना? सो इस क्वेश्चन के अंदर आप देखो गाइस, सीक्वेंसेस एंड सीरीज का यूज करवा लिया उन्होंने आपसे, राइट? देन आपसे पाइथागोरस थ्योरम का यूज करवा लिया, थोड़ा बहुत ज्योमेट्री का, एंड द थर्ड थिंग इज देन अगेन ट्रिग्नोमेट्री, हाइट्स एंड डिस्टेंसेस का यूज करवा लिया. So they require you to know 2-3 concepts simultaneously which are getting applied in the single question. तो अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे, अच्छे से करोगे चीजों को समझ के, so these are the kind of questions that are likely to come, I think, in these kind of exams now. ठीक है? So I hope this is clear to everyone. सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. So let's see the answer to this question. Okay. Yes. So the answer is A option, as you can see, and you can have a look at the solution also. ओके, प्रीटी मच जो हमने किया वही होगा सोल्यूशन, तो और कोई खास कोई डिफरेंट वे नहीं बनेगा. ओके, सो यू कुड कॉम्प्लिकेट, अगर आपने ए प्लस डी ए प्लस 2d कर लिया ना, यू माइट कॉम्प्लिकेट योर क्वेश्चन अ बिट, हो तो उससे भी जाएगा बट थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेट हो सकता है, क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन वगैरह फॉर्म हो सकती है. सो यू डोंट नीड टू गो अबाउट दैट. सो दिस इज अ स्मार्ट थिंग दैट अज्यूमिंग ए माइनस डी ए एंड ए प्लस डी. ओके, सो बी केयरफुल विद दैट, यूजफुल होगा वो बहुत. ओके, ऑलराइट देन आगे बढ़ते हैं गाइस, लेट्स मूव ऑन. Okay, so next question, that's again a previous year question of NACGS. So it's an again NACGS 2011 question. Let's read the question carefully. An aeroplane is flying horizontally at a height of 3150. Okay, so triangle बना लेते हैं पहले, right? So the height of this plane is flying at 3150. Okay, 3150 meters. So what is happening? Okay, mark कर देते हैं. This is the whole height. ठीक है? Above a horizontal plane ground, at a particular instant, it passes another aeroplane vertically below it. उसके नीचे भी एक aeroplane है. So let's say it is somewhere around here. Let's assume, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है. Okay, that plane is somewhere around here. So at this instant, the angles of elevation of the planes from a point on the ground are 30 and 60. Okay, so okay, let me connect this. ठीक है? So this angle is 30 degrees and this whole angle is 60, right? So guys, अपने को फाइंड क्या करना है? Distance between the planes. Okay guys, एक और आपको आइडिया बताता हूँ. Sometimes you tend to make mistakes. आप क्या करते हो, इसको x लिख लोगे, ऊपर को 3150 माइनस x, एंड जो भी x आंसर आएगा आप वो मार्क कर देते हो. ठीक है? So try to understand, what you can try is to minimize your mistakes is, आपको जो चीज फाइंड करनी है ना, उसको ही वेरिएबल का नाम दो if possible, if it is not complicating your method. तो इस केस में नहीं करेगा ज्यादा. सो आई विल टेक दैट डिस्टेंस टू बी x, जो मुझे फाइंड करना है. लेट्स से दैट डिस्टेंस इज x. सो जो नीचे लेंथ है वो कितनी बचेगी? दैट विल बी 3150 minus x, right? This length is going to be 3150 minus x, and it's a right angle triangle. Now let's write the trigonometric ratios, है ना? इसको भी d मान लेते हैं. The horizontal distance be d, that's not given to us, right? तो बच्चों सबसे पहले let's say pick the whole triangle. Okay, let's pick up the whole triangle, that is tan 60. So tan 60 degrees is 3150 upon d, right? And what is tan 60? वो भी मैं लिख ही देता हूँ, that's root 3, right? That is your equation number 1. Now in the other triangle, जो lower triangle है उसमें tan 30 लिखेंगे. So tan 30 degrees is going to be 3150 minus x divided by d, and tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3. वो भी लिख देते हैं, सेकेंड इक्वेशन. तो बच्चों इसमें अननोन क्या है? अननोन तो दो है, d और x. फाइंड क्या करना है? x फाइंड करना है. सो आई शुड फोकस ऑन एलिमिनेटिंग d, एंड दैट इज इजी है. इन दोनों को डिवाइड कर देना है. सो आई विल डिवाइड सेकेंड इक्वेशन डिवाइडेड बाय द फर्स्ट इक्वेशन. सो सेकेंड डिवाइडेड बाय फर्स्ट विल बी 3150 minus x divided by 3150. That is going to be 1 upon 3, because 1 upon root 3 divided by root 3, 1 upon 3 बन जाएगा. So to minimize your calculations, you can cancel this 3 with this, 1050, right? Now cross multiply. So 3150 minus x is 1050. So your x value will be 2100, 2100 meters. See, so your answer to this question should be option B according to the answer, right? तो कुछ भी नहीं है इसके अंदर. All you have to do is writing the tan value of the two angles in the two respective triangles. तो बहुत इजीली आपका आंसर आ जाएगा. You just have to be very methodical कि क्या आपको चाहिए और क्या एलिमिनेट करना है. If you are just focusing on that ना, तो बहुत इजीली आप सॉल्व कर पाओगे विदाउट मेकिंग एनी मिस्टेक्स. ठीक है ना, क्योंकि कई बार प्रॉब्लमेटिक क्रिएट हो सकती है. मल्टीपल वेरिएबल्स हैं, कौन सा वेरिएबल एलिमिनेट करना है, अगर आपने उसका ध्यान नहीं दिया, यू माइट वेस्ट योर टाइम इन द एग्जाम, राइट? ऐसा नहीं कि होगा नहीं, हो जाएगा, बट द पॉइंट इज यू विल बी वेस्टिंग सम इंपॉर्टेंट टाइम, वैल्यूएबल टाइम इन दैट एग्जाम, राइट? वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ओके, सो आई होप दिस थिंग इज क्लियर, दिस क्वेश्चन इज क्लियर, प्रीटी इजी, राइट? तो लेट्स कंफर्म अवर आंसर. So yes, B option is the answer, and you can check the solution also, right? So that is the same method, completely the same. Okay, all right then guys, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let's move on to our next question. Now this is the kind of question that I said कि है ना likely आ सकते हैं. This is not a previous year question. Again, this kind of a question you can say is likely to come in NSCGS. Okay, let's read the question first. The angle of elevation of a cloud from a point situated at a meters height. Okay, थोड़ा क्वेश्चन के अंदर लिखने में प्रॉब्लम है. दिस इज a meters height above a lake is 30 degrees. तो ओके, आप ऑलरेडी किसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे हो, मे बी लेक से a मीटर्स की हाइट पे, राइट? एंड द एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन ऑफ इट्स रिफ्लेक्शन इन द लेक इज 60 डिग्रीज. ओके, तो एक्चुअली गाइस पता है आपको, दिस इज प्रीटी मच द सिमिलर क्वेश्चन जो हमने आज ही किया था ना. टावर के ऊपर से आप लाइट हाउस का बल्ब देख रहे हो, रेड बल्ब, एंड यू आर चेकिंग इट्स रिफ्लेक्शन आउट इन द लेक. सो दिस इज मोर लाइक द सेम क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली. ठीक है, बट सॉल्व करते हैं. चलो, हाइट ऑफ द क्लाउड ढूंढना है आपको फ्रॉम द लेक. ओके, ए की टर्म्स के अंदर. ओके, सो लेट्स ड्रॉ द डायग्राम फर्स्ट. ऑलराइट गाइस, so this is the diagram. Now I'll mark it. So here is the observer. Okay, so already at height a from the ground, right, or the lake. This is the lake level. तो आपको ये height h ढूंढना है, right? First of all, let's focus that what you need to find is this height h, right? So if this is a, first of all let's mark it, this is h minus a, right? And अगर यहाँ से आप height देखोगे, ये भी h आएगा, right? First of all, from this point to this point, because it's the reflection of the cloud. Here is the cloud, right? You can say this. तो cloud का reflection यहाँ पे आएगा. Okay, this is the lake level. So guys, अब एंगल क्या बन रहा है? हाइट अबव द लेक, ऊपर देखते हुए एंगल इज 30 डिग्रीज. जब रिफ्लेक्शन देख रहे हो, देन द एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन इज 60 डिग्रीज, राइट? रिफ्लेक्शन इन द लेक. दैट्स इट. नाउ वी हैव डन द सिमिलर थिंग. आप क्या करते हैं, इसको x लिखते हैं, हॉरिजॉन्टल डिस्टेंस भी x. नाउ फोकस, आपको h फाइंड करना है इन टर्म्स ऑफ a, सो यू विल हैव टू एलिमिनेट x. सो लेट्स राइट tan 30 फर्स्ट इन द ट्राइंगल. जो ऊपर वाला छोटा ट्राइंगल है, उसके अंदर आप tan 30 लिखोगे तो क्या लिखोगे? h minus a upon x, and that is 1 upon root 3. Now in the triangle, inverted triangle, so you will write tan 60. That is, now height kitna total? This is h plus a, right? Just like the question that we did today. So h plus a upon x, that is equal to root 3, because tan 60 is root 3. Okay, let me mark h plus a. So guys, ये वाला height लिखना है जब आपको, this has become h plus a, right? So बच्चों, आपके पास दो इक्वेशंस हैं, दिस वन एंड दिस वन. सो x एलिमिनेट करना है, सो डिवाइड देम. सो h plus a upon h minus, again second equation divided by the first equation will give you 3. So h plus a upon h minus a is 3. So again guys, यहाँ पे दो मेथड हैं बच्चों सॉल्व करने के. either apply component dividend or you can just cross multiply. So let's cross multiply in this case. So h plus a is equal to 3h minus 3a. So take this h to this side, 3a to this side, you'll get 2h equal to 4a. So h will be equal to 2a. So your answer is going to be that the height of the cloud from the lake is going to be twice the height of the platform or the wherever the observer is, right? 2a. So according to the options, your answer will be option A, right? So It's straightforward, right? Simple enough. तो बच्चों again, as I'm again and again saying, क्वेश्चन पढ़ना और उसका डायग्राम बनाना is one of the very important thing in this chapter. When if you do this correctly, all that remains is just writing the trigonometric ratios. और वो तो मतलब everybody I think could do it, right? तो वही चीज बहुत important है, comprehending the question properly and drawing the proper diagram. Okay, so let's confirm our answer. That is A option, right? And here it is. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, all right, so all right, that's it for today's session guys. Thank you everyone. I hope सबको मजा आया, समझ में आ रहा है, आया. Okay, so you know majority of the chapters topics we have covered till now. NSCGS के major topics हम cover कर चुके हैं. All that remains are now you know small topics जिनसे maybe throughout the 10-12 years only 3 or 4 questions have come. So yes, those are also equally important because वो chapters बहुत छोटे हैं, simple भी हैं, उनसे बहुत easy questions मिलते हैं, right? So we'll see that in the next session, some further small topics. ठीक है? So guys, before that, before ending this session, I'd like to inform you from 23rd of September, our pre-RMO booster batch is being launched. Okay, you'll get more information on our channel. Okay, YouTube पे बाकी videos में आपको और information मिलेगी regarding pre-RMO. Okay, pre-RMO booster batch which is being launched on 23rd of September for the IUQM. Okay, or you can say IUQM booster batch actually. So that's the same thing. So it will be running till the exam happens on 9th of January, right? So guys, other than that, please follow us on our social media handles so that you get up to date about the you know कौन से courses launch हो रहे हैं और क्या क्या information आपको मिलती रहेगी in timely manner. Okay, so alright guys, आपको अगर अभी भी टाइम खत्म नहीं हुआ, one more thing, NSCGS के लिए अभी भी आपके पास टाइम है, you can prepare. Okay, you can try to enroll, you can fill in the form given in the description. So your team will contact you accordingly. You will be given an appropriate batch. ठीक है ना? Although कुछ syllabus हो चुका होगा, but still you can join in and cover the further syllabus, right? थोड़ा extra effort करना पड़ेगा उसके लिए. So you'll find the link in the description. Okay. So if you have any queries or anything, you can write down in the comment section also. ठीक है? Other than that, we'll be back with the next session in the next week. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye guys. Thank you. Take care.